Okay, hello, I am on stream. I hate this fucking new place because the Wi-Fi is so bad. I am using mobile data right now. The problem with mobile data is that, first of all, I only have 61 gigabytes per year, so, sorry, per month in roaming. So eventually, I can't keep I can't do everything on mobile data. I have to use Wi-Fi sometimes. And also, my Wi-Fi in my phone, sorry, my data connection, sometimes it goes away. So it's not super reliable. I'm not sure, especially in the first line, in the first, yeah, in the first SIM card, which is the main one that I use with the number from Spain. So, so if this stream pauses or some shit, you know what it is. And yeah, I don't know. I'm hearing, so yeah, this fucking sucks. I'm going to have to pay for internet again or something. I'm not sure what I'm going to have to do. Because but also we can't have internet, like good internet. We have to either pay for some like 5G router or something like this, which I'm not sure, because I'm not sure how good the reception is here. I don't have like great reception on my second phone line, on my Vodafone SIM card. So it seems every solution seems pretty bad. Starlink maybe, I don't know. So I don't know exactly what I will do, but yeah, this kind of low-key fucking sucks, but that's what I have to deal with right now. So yeah, as you can see, I'm in the new house, and I'm not sure how well I can be heard right now, but yeah, I don't know how thick the walls are. Also, I don't know if my neighbors are hearing me right now, but yeah, this is pretty bad, to be honest. Not having Wi-Fi is so annoying, and yeah. So yeah, how did my week go? Yo, new place, and yeah, as I was saying before, uh, I'm on phone data because the Wi-Fi on this building is so ass. It's like so bad. It's catastrophic to be honest. I hadn't noticed because, as you can see, I haven't been able to do anything online basically, and it works for like super basic shit. Maybe for like WhatsApp or something, it works. For WhatsApp calling my mom yesterday, it kind of worked. It was choppy a little bit, but I don't know, it kind of worked. But for streaming on YouTube, it was giving me like literally, I don't know, like no bitrate, like null bitrate, or like 50, 500 kilobits per second, super choppy, and with like lost frames. I don't know, 95% of lost frames, which is insane. So I don't know what I will do. I will have to get new internet maybe, but the reception here is not super great. On my main SIM card, it seems to be okay for at least now. So maybe that's a little bit hopeful, but yeah, I don't know. For streaming, especially like streaming on my main SIM, I don't want to do it because it's probably a lot of gigabytes. If I stay in like more than 1 hour, I don't know. Today I'm going to do it because it's like the last resort or something like this. But yeah, I don't know. For streaming and for uploading videos, I don't know. It's like, who the fuck doesn't upload videos on like 2026, right? Why do I have like 25 megabytes down speed? How come you moved places in the first place? I had to do it. Our contract ended or something, and like the Deutsche Bahn gave us a new contract for a new house. So it's like, and this one we have it. It's technically like temporary housing until we find our own place, but it's until like March 2027. So I plan to like yeah, to stay here as long as I can because it's cheap, right? It's subsidized or so it's not like Munich, normal Munich rent. It's subsidized. We don't know exactly how subsidized it is until we change. Right now, we are like as subsidized as we were always, but from now on, from August onwards, we're on a different subsidized contract, a little bit less money, sorry, a little bit more money, aka less subsidy, but still subsidized and still like pretty good in terms of it, Munich. So yeah, I will see how it goes. I will see what I have to do next. But yeah, for the moment, short week review because as you can see, I have to do stuff. And I was going to do just like putting no copyright music and like me tidying up, but maybe I won't put no copyright music now because yeah, because it maybe overloads my no my phone or something. I don't know. Yeah, okay, but do start looking since it's hard to find anything at the moment. Yeah, but yeah, it's oh well. I'm going to give like some. First, I'm going to start with the week review quickly. Monday, well, Sunday, last Sunday I went ice skating. I mentioned that on the last Sunday stream, I think, because it was in the afternoon, but it was a night stream, so yeah, I mentioned it. But yeah, I mentioned it again. Then Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Monday, what did we do on Monday? Oh, I think Monday was a special day, or did we have driving already? Calendar. I think on Monday it was something different. Ah, yes, Monday. We visited the Stammstrecke tunnel in Munich. I don't know if you know it, but there is like a tunnel that for the S-Bahn where basically every line in the S-Bahn goes through that tunnel. So we walked through that tunnel, not in the middle of not through the tracks, but in the middle. There is like a little bit of a walkway for like internal personal, whatever. And we visited that, and it was a fun experience, to be honest. Maybe I could, I don't know. I guess I can't really show pictures, but who cares, to be honest? Photos. It's felt like a crazy long week, by the way. I mean, if I'm playing videos while I'm streaming, because I'm okay. Yes. The video is choppy, not because of the internet, but because my phone is also shit, so it also captures video choppy. That was like walking in between the trains and so on. And yeah, this has like it's not just walking around, it also has like some infrastructure and so on, and some like special places, etc., like safety sites and like safety like places to run away and lights and like some yeah, in case of like emergency there are some things that happen and there is like a door that goes under the Isar River, so that's that. And in that sense is pretty cool. You coming home? No, this is still Germany. I'm talking about my week. I'm moving to a different place, but I'm still inside Munich. I'm not home yet. Well, unless you call Munich my home. In that case, yes, I'm home. I'm just in a new one. And yeah, I was going to unpack all of these things, like just leave the computer open and like play no copyright music. But since I'm running on Wi-Fi, I'm not sure if I will do it. That maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Who cares? But for first, I'm talking about my week. Then Thursday, I had driving. We are already on on our like 50 Schichten. We have like 40 shifts that we have to do minimum to be able to like present ourselves to the exam, right? And we started Tuesday on shift 3. I'm making like videos also about these shifts, like more in detail, just talking with like this railway terminology. Also, I'm making the videos in German, by the way. Um, since the day is almost in German, like it kind of like comes naturally, you could say. Not really, the language doesn't come naturally, but yeah, it's easier to explain some things in German. So plus it also helps as a little like revision and some things. And yeah, I'm recording those, but haven't uploaded them. I've uploaded one on private. I don't know because I'm also in these videos. I'm showing literally every private document you can see. Like this, I'm sharing like the tablet. You could share it to. I can share it to my computer, right? So I can capture the computer, the tablet using the computer, but it's probably not legal, right? But I still do it. But I can do that, so I won't be able to do that anymore, sadly, right? Because this Wi-Fi is so shit that maybe I have to create a Wi-Fi network on my phone to this and connect the tablet to that Wi-Fi network in order to share. Well, that sucks so bad. But yeah, essentially this Tuesday, I don't know exactly what happened. I don't remember so well, but it's basically it was basically a driving day. Starting every day this week has started really early. We have gone 2 days by car, or 1 day by car and 2 days by public transit. The first public transit that there is in Munich, like the first U-Bahn. And yeah, they all days this week have been kind of interesting. Tuesday we had like a drive through this tunnel, but on the left side, which is like pretty unordinary, right? Normally you drive on the right side on trains in outside stations or whatever, and this time they led us through the left side of the tunnel, which was quite interesting. And it was like just the day before after we had walked that tunnel, so it was kind of interesting to see it. And then we did like a couple of normal rounds. Then I just ate food, like frozen food, etc., that I had been keeping for long. And since I was moving yesterday, I've been consuming like all of this old stuff. Then on Tuesday, that was Tuesday. Then Wednesday, we went to Steinhausen, and it was also an interesting day because we were in a tunnel, and in this tunnel there was like a failure in our train, like it didn't capture well the speed, well, kind of like the speed limits and the signaling. There is like a system of signaling that works uh, through numbers, through the screen. It doesn't, you don't have to look at the signals outside. It works through your screen, and that system like got hung up. So we had to call like this Fahrdienstleiter and ask him, yo, what's going on? And I had to kind of call him, and then I gave the phone to the teachers and so on. So there were a couple of like irregularities that day, and I like navigated them. Then afterwards, uh, everything was delayed for like 10, 20 minutes or something. And then the next day, a taxi had crashed into something and into like a Bahnübergang, into one of these kind of like railway crossings. So the Fahrdienstleiter had to give us like a Befehl. It's called Befehl, and you have to like write something, which is like a specific authorization or something, right, to be able to cross that thing. And we crossed that, and this kind of like Bahnübergang was like full of police people and so on. No one was hurt, but yeah, it was like that. And then Friday we had like Umzug Tag, we had like Sonderurlaub for that, and yeah, it was decent. Like I ended up not needing to rent anything or to do anything like that. I only like with the help of my classmates and so on, I was able to like use one car, we use the other car, and go through and through. And yeah, I basically had all of my things here like this. I thought it was a fixed scenario when you said you had to call, not he called himself, but I guess not. Didn't expect if there is an actual problem for them to tell you to explain it to someone. I don't understand. It's like well, you have to call because you are just a train, right? But even though we drive the train, we need like their permission for everything because they kind of like know what train is before us and what train is behind us, right? So they have to like regulate that transit themselves. So you have to call them in case you like are stuck somewhere in order to not like know why and to tell them, yo, I'm stuck here in case they didn't notice that you are stuck there, right? Because they control like every way, every track at the same time. So sometimes they don't notice or something. But yeah, it's not like a fake scenario. It was like real. Like we were like literally our train. It was like an I forgot, S2, I think, S2. It was like a real S2 from one place to the other, and we were stuck there. No, that day was S4, I think. I don't know, S3, I think, S3 Mammendorf. It was like an S3 from Mammendorf to Holzkirchen, and we were taking it to Ostbach. So it's like a real train. But yeah, you have to like explain the problem, LZBs of the hand. And for example, I explained that to him. I think he didn't understand exactly what I meant, and I didn't understand exactly what he meant, so I had to give the phone to the trainer because the speaking with these people is like so strange because they tell when you're training, they tell you something very different as what happens in real life. When you train, it's like you always have the first word. You say who you are, and you say, "Hey, train, sex, seven, sex, right?" Right? You say your number, you say where you are. Meanwhile, when you call them, they start speaking and they say like a sea of words, and you're like waiting to say who you are, right? So it's like, the fuck, what's going on here? And because you always call when something goes wrong, it's always annoying, right? Because it's going wrong. But yeah, then Friday was that. Saturday, yesterday was it was I woke up on my last night in Rivo was like from Friday to Saturday. I didn't sleep here last night. No, sorry, that night, Friday to Saturday. So Saturday morning, I loaded up the car with a classmate friend, and we came here, unloaded. Then we went to IKEA, bought some things, came back, kind of in a rush because he had to do some referee stuff in volleyball, and then we went to dinner together afterwards. I spent some time organizing stuff. I went to Lidl walking, came back. Then I went to with him to Edeka, then came back, and we went to dinner. Then came back here, and like I just did a little bit more stuff. Was on my phone and slept. Went to bed. And today I went to Ostbahnhof, got my picture taken because we need it for our for some new like documents or whatever, and for tomorrow. And then I went back. Sorry, and then yeah, I went back. I ate a kebab today in Ostbahnhof, close but outside it was called Orleans kebab. It wasn't really good, to be honest. I expected it better. It said like hausgemachte Brot or something like this, and it was like Kalbfleisch, so kind of the expensive one. But I don't know, it wasn't. It was like a little bit tough, you could say, right? Both the bread and the meat were tough. I don't know if it's because it's Sunday today or what, but yeah. I got reminded of our teacher. Our teacher is he's like from Pirna, so he's like close to Dresden or something, right? So he's Osten, and he says, "Well, in Munich, all the kebabs are really bad." And I was like, I guess he's kind of right, right? In your area, right, in Berlin or like in Dresden or in the East in general, like, the kebabs are like really good. Right? Here, meh. Leipzig as well. In Leipzig, they're also good. But yeah, that was my week. To be honest, if these weeks feel super long, like Monday, it was Monday and it feels so long ago walking the tunnel, and it was just 7 days. When I was unemployed, the weeks went down so slowly. It was, I don't know, it was different. I think I kind of liked it that way, to be honest. I liked when time moved slow, but also it was like on the big picture, time moves really, really fast that time. It's like 2 years and you've already been unemployed for 2 years. And it's like, what the fuck? Meanwhile, here, it feels like so long ago, 1 week. But then you think about it, and I've been here in Munich less than a year. It hasn't been even a year yet. It's been 11 months. And it's like, only 11 months, it feels like I've been here forever, right? Different things, right? And I think the second one is kind of better, right? When every year feels like so full. And like, oh, it's not even been a year, and I've been like doing like so many things or something. And it feels like you've been doing so many things. But I don't know, then I think I'm 30 years old almost, so it's like kind of crazy. Oh, so yet I'm going to do the cleanup stream. You can put it on the second monitor or the third monitor or whatever, because I'm going to just be cleaning around stuff and like moving stuff. I think I'm going to start with the kitchen. Right? You don't have a super great view, to be honest. It's hard to navigate here, right? I'm going to zoom in on that so I can see it from the distance. If okay. Okay, I can't read it, but at least I can see if you send something, I can see. I wanted to first get things done, like get the kitchen area ready, so I can start doing things like mm, so I can cook, right? So I can cook tomorrow or something. How was your week, by the way? Should I put no copyright music? I'm going to try. I'm also going to open the window. It was pretty stressful. While I didn't have much to do, some trains just didn't come, a strike on Friday, and some work I didn't like. More like I didn't really know what to do, and my chef just sent me to the customer and basically said, go for it. The strike is so annoying. Here on Friday was a strike, and yesterday also a strike. Other than that, it was fine. Next week is going to be similar, I think. The problem with this is that I don't have a lot of space to put stuff. Yeah, that Friday, Saturday one. That the day it was preparing to. In this case, I had to walk another 30 minutes to get home after getting close as possible with whatever was driving. Yeah, luckily we didn't have problem because we had the car. But if I didn't have had a car, my umzug would have been like impossible because I mean with car with public transit it would have also been like a difficult, but with the added strike, annoying. This that song was definitely a different time. We have some kitchen stuff. I'm going to use this as a toothpaste cup. These are for wine bottles. But I don't know exactly how they go. Okay, that's dangerous as fuck. Oh, this is plainly like 15, 10, 15 years old. The 50 most popular and memorable songs from the NCS No Copyright Sounds YouTube channel, including songs not viewable by the public. Something interesting about this street, by the way, is that there is like a lot of traffic and some like sports cars or bikes or something. They're always like drrr, drrr, and like you can hear me moo sometimes as well. So I don't know, interesting. I open. Does the sound change a lot? Can you see? You can see the window, so the vision is a little bit worse. These are my views, by the way. You didn't see it. It was a Cooper. Seat Cooper. Also, the stream started to drag. Oh yeah, it lost 55 frames. Not gonna lie, I don't know how wise it is to show you to show the windows so you can technically find out where the apartment is from that. Yeah, I mean in the old one too, but this one does not have security, so maybe you're right. The other one at least did have one. But I mean, say what you will about the songs, but they are like iconic as fuck. I think it dropped frames, by the way, but it didn't. It didn't happen what I thought it could happen, which is if like when my 4G goes out, it doesn't just drop frames. It like stops for like 2 minutes or something. So if that happens, it's that has happened. But what this was just like, I guess, I don't know, normal connection, a little bit being a little bit wrong because it's funky or something. I don't know when I'm going to put this dish. It's like too big. No, and then it doesn't fit like that. Maybe this is better for the